In case you're wondering what it's like being transgender under this new administration, I just got my new passport in the mail and they changed the gender to male because of Donald Trump. In case y'all want proof, there's my picture, very cunty. And yeah, there's a big ugly M, yay! Now, mind you, all of my other documents are updated to female, and I've been fully surgically updated to female, but this is what they had to say. The sex was corrected on your passport application. The changes were made for one of the following reasons: to match our record. If you've had a passport in the past that displays the opposite sex, then they will not honor your gender change. And there it is. As you can see, the passport that was given to me under the Trump administration, and it says M. Who I am is not this, basically. So it was shocking, but it lit a fire within me, and that's why I'm here doing all this legal battle stuff. yeah. This is something that has been forced upon me, basically. And it's really unfair and kind of crazy, but that's why we're fighting it. At the end of the day, I'm a woman, and I don't care how many people agree or disagree. I live every day as a woman. I surround myself with people who see me and respect me as a woman. For me, I've medically transitioned to the full extent, if that's what you want to call it. I've gotten all my gender affirming surgeries. I've been through a lot, but that shouldn't matter. I just am who I am regardless of what I've had done. I feel like this is America. We should have the freedom to be who we are.
Sir? Yes, sir. Protecting women from radical gender ideologies.
Mr. President, going back to the World Health Organization, you were the president during COVID.
So we filed this federal case in February of this year in response to President Trump's executive order that dropped in January of 2025. This executive order made it impossible for transgender, non-binary, and intersex Americans to have accurate federal identity documents, including their passports. And so we know that this law is unconstitutional, and we filed a lawsuit on behalf of 7 individual plaintiffs. We have 5 transgender plaintiffs and 2 non-binary plaintiffs that we are representing. These plaintiffs are all American citizens who have been unable to access accurate passports. And what this means is that their passport has a sex designation that no longer reflects who they are and is instead, based on this policy, reflecting their sex assigned at birth.
I know, that's right. Yeah. More than which one? Well, yeah,
Well, yeah.
those are very cute.
These are
It's abundantly clear that, this is not a passport policy. This is an anti-transgender policy. There were no issues with the prior policy. There was no issues with the policy that is the status quo, which is the January 19th, 2025 position that our plaintiffs were in which they were able to access accurate identity documents. This policy does nothing but create chaos and confusion and harm. This is not just about, showing an ID document. Like the government argues, your clients have passports. There's no harm here. That's not true at all. Not only is there an exposure to physical harm, harassment, discrimination, there's a dignitary harm to carrying a document that does not reflect who they are. And, for a community that's already so marginalized and under attack, both at the state and federal level, it really is devastating to me that they are coming after our ability to be ourselves and to, finally live in bodies that feel safe to us and, have identification that accurately reflects who we are.
Basically, right after I turned 18 is when I decided to openly transition and finally go for it. And, that was 5 years ago. And it's been a journey. It hasn't been an easy journey, but it's been very fulfilling. And I finally am at a place where I feel like myself and I feel comfortable and 100% secure in my body, which is something I've never felt before. And, a lot of people don't understand that, and they never will. But, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and what I have pursued is happiness. And I'm happy. So I don't know why that makes people mad. Emotionally, it sucks. It's hard, but I consider myself quite a strong person, and this is nothing new for trans people.
you're so good. Oh wait, this.